Y'all listen to Mehdi Hasan explain to Pat Bet David how Israel's radical, fascist, theocratic, ethno-supremacist, Greater Israel problem is not just a Netanyahu problem, and that the people in his cabinet, even his opposition party, people like Naftali Bennett, are just as scary. Check this out.
So what do you think is Bibi's vision versus Israel's vision?
That's a great question. And I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings. We do this thing in the US, especially on the liberal side, where we say, look, we're against the Netanyahu government. We're not against Israel or the Israeli people. The problem is the Israeli people have made it very clear over the last 3 years that they're totally behind all these wars. There's been no real anti-war movement. In Israel, there's no real...
There's a little bit. It's not a big number.
It's tiny. It's tiny. You look at the polling, 80% of Israelis support...
20% is what I was going to say.
Every military operation blindly. You look at the polling, some of it's horrific. Like 80% of Israelis support removing Palestinians from Israel.
Okay.
Like forcibly...
Right.
And there's another majority or big plurality of Israelis Israeli Jews who say even Palestinians in Israel should ultimately emigrate.
West Bank and some of that.
No, Israel proper, within the Green Line.
Got it.
There was a poll done last year by Penn State, I think it was, where almost half of Israelis said that when we capture a town in Gaza, we should treat it like the Bible and Jericho. We should kill all the inhabitants, all the men. Like this kind of crazy. So, okay, all these polls, you take them with a pinch of salt. I get it. But anyone you speak to in Israel who's a serious commentator on Israeli politics will tell you that over the last 5-10 years, Israeli society has moved to the right, to the far right, in a way that American society hasn't. In Israel, the right-wing parties, the far-right parties are dominant right now. Maybe in the 90s, early 90s, there was a peace camp. There was Oslo, all this stuff. That's gone now.
How is it that in Israel, the guy is being that aggressive and his support is getting higher?
I don't think his personal support is going. We'll see what happens in these elections. Because you
just said 80%. I mean,
the war, right? This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying
Sure.
Don't focus on Netanyahu. So if you swap out, I'll give you one example. If you swap out Netanyahu tomorrow with Naftali Bennett, who's an opposition leader, former prime minister, I interviewed him once. Naftali Bennett is also on the right, also likes war, has threatened Turkey, has threatened Lebanon. You've got another opposition leader, Avigdor Lieberman, former defense minister. You know what he said this week? He said, flatten the suburbs of Beirut. We should be going in and don't listen to Trump. So the opposition in Israel are equally hawkish, right-wing. So this idea that it's all about Netanyahu, it's a myth, I'm sorry to say.
Y'all, it's way worse than people let on. Literal ex-spies, Jonathan Pollard, elected to the Knesset. That means that he ran in Israel with people knowing that he stole nuclear secrets from the United States and threatened to use said secrets against us, and he won. They were happy to elect him. Naftali Bennett, Bezalel Smotrich, Itamar Ben-Gvir, Netanyahu, and so many others. It does not end with Bibi.